Hi guys. So we did do a Zoom yesterday, and I know most of you were, or a few of you were on it, and hopefully all of your questions have been answered. But I do want to share with everybody else what to expect for the fourth marking period, as long as we're doing remote learning. So here under Stream, this is usually where you would find your questions of the day. I made a note to you that we're not doing questions of the day anymore, because usually we use it as an introduction to the lesson and then we go over it. So since we're not really reviewing the answers right now, they're not really helping our lesson. So I'm going to cancel the question of the day. I know for some of you that's going to hurt your grade, but I'm also grading a lot more leniently this marking period, so I think that you should be okay as long as you're doing your assignments. So basically, we're not really going to need to use Stream anymore. So all of your work is going to be posted under classwork. For now, I believe we're not going to need the website anymore. I think I'll have everything posted on right on Google Classroom. So I have all of your April assignments already up and ready to be posted, or they've already been posted. You can see here the due dates. So if you look at April 17th, that's Friday, which means this has been posted on Tuesday, because that's when we started, so yesterday. So you have from Tuesday to Friday to finish or complete this document. I have some directions here that I want you to read. When you open it up, there is a YouTube video. It's very short, couple, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes long, just introducing electromagnetic spectrum. We have here the arrows, the blue and the pink arrow, and we have these boxes here that go along with them. So what I'm asking you to do for this blank spot here is you're going to be writing increasing or decreasing. So you'd either write that if the arrow is going this way, based on the wavelength, it's either increasing frequency or decreasing frequency. Same thing with wavelength and energy, and then the same thing with the purple. If the arrow is going this way, is it increasing frequency or decreasing frequency? Basically, your answer should be opposite of your pink answer should be opposite of the blue. Now, if I scroll down a little bit, these boxes go along with these wavelengths. It's kind of hard to see with the YouTube link, so I'm going to go over here to the purple one. So this really, really short wavelength, it has a special name. You can find those names under Google Images. You could also go on a Google search and just type in names of the wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum. You are going to find for these two, this one and this one, you're going to go online and find a picture from the internet that go along or give an example of this type of wavelength. The other ones, you are going to find something either in your house or outside that would emit or make that wavelength. This one right here in the middle, it's really small, so I brought this down, but basically you can see that it is a rainbow. So rainbows have a special name. You're going to put the name right here, what type of wavelength they are, and then I already typed in red for you, so it's going to start with the color red. You guys should know by now the colors of the rainbow. So you can either type the names in, or you can make the whole box that color, or you can make the words of the name that color, whatever you guys want. You guys can be creative with that. The last box, I don't know if I can move, oh good, I can move that. The last box here, it says make a rainbow using natural light. Look up ideas online and insert, to take a picture and then insert it here. So you're going to go outside, use natural light. For example, I had my boys taking a hose, and if you get the hose going with this, like this, how it sprays, it can't be a full stream, it has to spray out. If you have it going at the right angle and the sun cannot be behind a cloud, then you will make a rainbow that way. There's plenty of other ways to make a rainbow, but I don't want you painting a rainbow. You have to actually make it, so make sure you do this on a sunny day. And that's your whole assignment for this entire week. It should be super, super easy. If you don't know how to find something that looks up the wavelength, then just type it in online For example, this one right here next to violet would be ultraviolet. So you look up online what makes ultraviolet wavelengths, and then you can take a picture of that. If you find that a sun, for example, makes ultraviolet wavelengths, be creative with your pictures. You cannot aim your camera directly at the sun. So maybe you want to take a picture of a reflection of the sun, or find a different thing that makes an ultraviolet wavelength. Anyway, I think I am confident that you will be able to figure that out. So I'm going to go back down to here. Next week, you have a WebQuest. This week's assignment is very short, very easy. So I want you to start on your WebQuest if you would like to. You have until Wednesday of next week to complete this. If you go to it, you'll see that for all the questions, right above them is a link. I made it so that you just click on the link. You can easily answer these questions. It's only a few questions. If you take out all those links, it's a short, like 2 or 3 pages. Sorry, my computer's going really slow. So it should be pretty easy. It's only 2 pages long. For this one, if I can get to it, I typed the words in. All you have to do is click on them, and you can drag them to place them on these pictures where they belong. So one is a transverse wave, one's a longitudinal wave, and then you would label where does the wavelength go, the amplitude, the crest, and the trough. All right, these ones, wavelength, amplitude, crest, and trough, would only go for here because this is already labeled for you. All right, now we have Genius Hour. So here's some information about Genius Hour. You are going to be recording your Genius Hour now. So I would recommend opening up the document, reading through so you get some information about it. It is going to be due April 30th now. So this doc just kind of gives you some information and tells you how to upload your videos to Google Classroom, because that is how I'm going to collect your videos. They should be between 3 to 5 minutes long. I did post a rubric to help you guys out a little bit. The rubric you don't have to turn in, but it is there to kind of guide you and make sure that you include everything that you're going to be getting graded on. So your presentation being 3 to 5 minutes long is worth 10 points. Knowledge, meaning you have to make eye contact with the paper, clearly understanding what you're talking about. You should have some visual presentations. So since we're not doing a trifold anymore, it can be on a poster or trifold. You can put it on your computer. If you have your poster or trifold, you can do it on that. You can make a slideshow, but it still has to be video. You can print out the papers and just hold them up and explain what you're holding. You should use your journal if you made a journal. You should use your data table if you made a data table. Or if you painted or made a musical piece, you should put what you actually created or anything else that you can think of for visuals. Your topic has to be mentioned in your video. Your essential question has to be mentioned in your video. The answer to your essential question needs to be obviously in your video, so that's what this whole project was about. Did you learn something new? So you have to tell me, what did you learn by doing this project? And then you should have a reflection part of the project where you're answering these 4 questions. You're kind of repeating, again, what you learned. Where do you want to go from here? What would you do differently? All of these questions need to be answered. You cannot say that I would do nothing differently. You should have something now that you've done it that you could do differently, maybe like time management, more information. Where do you want to go from here? Nobody should say that I'm done. You should have picked a topic that you're interested in, so you should continue going somewhere from what you've already done, or at least have an idea of how you want to proceed. So if you were baking cookies and then you want to perfect the cookies, make them better. Maybe if you were doing like soccer skills and teaching yourself soccer, then if you mastered the skill, then you should have other skills you want to learn. If you didn't master it, you want to continue practicing it. If you, I don't know, you guys hopefully you should be able to come up with something for that too. All right, so I'm going to close these out. Now, the only thing that you don't have access to right now for this month is your Wave escape room, where you can see here it's going to be posted on Wednesday. You have to do the Wave WebQuest before, which is due April 22nd, before you do the Wave escape room. I am going to post the escape room on April 20th. If you go into the escape room without doing the WebQuest, you are not going to be able to answer the questions. So the WebQuest is going to help you answer the questions for your escape room. The escape room is very challenging. You can call each other, help each other out, do it over on the phone, do a Zoom with your friends and go through it together. Whatever you guys want to do, you can have your parents help you. It should be a fun escape room and not a stressful escape room. If you are really, really stuck on any of the sections, then ask me. But I want you to ask some of your friends before you ask me. See if you guys can figure it out on your own. Normally in an escape room, we would be working together in a group, or sometimes we do it individually. Some parts of this is a little bit challenging, like I said, but if you do the Wave Web class, I made sure that the questions that I asked will guide you to be able to answer the questions in the escape room. So it should be a fun assignment. And that's not due until April 24th. So it gives you 4 days to do the escape room. The web quest is already posted, so you have plenty of time to start working on that, but you don't have to until next week. And that's pretty much it for right now. I will be starting to work on the May assignments soon. So I will have a section titled May assignments. I like posting all the information ahead of time, but you have the due date. So don't think that you have to be on here doing work for science every single day. We are in a red-white schedule. If you want to do red-white, you can do that. Or you can do it all on one day, get it done with. You can do it on Monday when it gets posted. However you guys want to time manage yourself, you just have to get it done before the due date, or turned in by the due date, rather. All right, so again, I'm always free. I'm always available on through email if you want to do that. You have my phone number. You can text me if you want my phone number. Just email me and I'll give it to you. Sometimes that's a little easier. You can contact me through Remind. Plenty of ways for you guys to get in touch with me. All right, so I will talk to you soon, and I'll be setting up another Zoom meeting sometime soon. Okay, bye guys. Have a good day. Good luck.